Welcome back to the channel. I hope you are braced and ready for a fresh video. You will notice the bike is ready for more mods. Custom painted e-bike. I've had it powder coated professionally. If you've missed it in the last video, I'll keep it short and sweet because I know most of you have been watching the last 2 build videos on this bike. I've customised the frame like a purple with a blue glitter in it, and today we are going to be progressing the build. I'm hoping this is the final build day of the whole of the e-bike customisation project. It's looking sick, it's nearly ready to ride. We are about to cut the steer tube on my Fox 38 forks, and we are about to do more customisation. I'm praying that I can get out in the next day or so on the e-machine for a spin. I'm really happy with how it looks. I'm really hyped for the build. Let's see where today's video takes us. Don't forget, we've got brand new shorts on OWNA and we've got loads of hoodies. You can get a free t-shirt or a free jersey with every single hoodie, shorts, jackets, joggers and jumpers. Just add your free t-shirt or your jersey to your basket. It'll be deducted to zero. Thanks for the support. It's crazy. I'm so over the moon with how it's doing at the moment and I absolutely buzz off it. Go and check that out and thanks for the support. We are currently surrounded by bikes. We've got the jump bike, looking modified. It's Nardo grey with tan wall tyres, 100mm forks. We've got the new tech-free lever, X2 rear brake, gold chain. This thing's modded to death. Just behind that, you'll see we've got the Trail Rider, which is the 130mm transition scout frame with tan wall tyres, 150mm forks. We've then got the BMX, which has been newly improved on the channel. I know most of you have seen that video. We put some chrome higher bars. I actually went and rode this bike the other day and it rode so sick with taller bars on it. We've also got the Nuke Proof, which is the Enduro 150mm, 180mm on the front and 165 on the rear. That thing's a beast. And today I'm hoping that we can finalise and finish the fleet. We did get another bike which hasn't been on the channel yet, but it's coming soon. You know what bike I'm talking about, you've all seen the little clips. I'm so hyped on it. It's potentially my favourite bike. But it's hard to compete with the E-machine with 38s on it. Okay, so I hope you guys are ready for a bit of a headache of a video. We are going all over the place today. We're going to start by cutting my steer tube forks down. I'm going to start right now with the first question of the day in the comments field. Number 1. What do you think of this colour spacer on this bike? Basically, it's not quite the same as the KASHIMA on my forks, but it's pretty similar. I can't make my mind up yet. I do have, actually I've got a good idea. Now, I have got these chrome Hope spacers. And I know what you're thinking. Don't do the chrome, because the chrome's not right now a really matching colour. But it might tie in well with the chrome TRP brakes. As you can see, that kind of changes it, if you know what I mean. What do you guys think? What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Do we go chrome? Do we go KASHIMA? Do we get black? I'm going to put today, I don't know yet. You're going to have to wait and see. I know it's driving you mad because when you're commenting, the video's already filmed, but let me know what you think. We are starting today with probably the scariest thing we've done in a while on the channel, and basically I'm marking my steerer. The only brand new pair of Fox forks I've ever bought as a single pair of forks, and I'm really nervous about cutting them down actually. So basically I held off in the last video on the, basically this build's been such a journey. I held off in the last video for some extra advice on this. What I'm going to do today, I'm going to cut it down as high as the top of my stem with my desired amount of spacers in, and then I'm going to run an extra spacer on top of the stem just for that extra ability to go higher or lower at any point. Gives me that little bit more freedom and a bit more safety, so that's what I'm going for. Let's whip the stem off and we'll cut them down. Super nervous about this. I'm about to cut a set of 38s on the steerer. This is really the most expensive steer tube I've ever cut down. Let's do it. Wish me luck. I've just realised it doesn't matter at all because it cuts in exactly the same place. It cuts in exactly the same spot, but it's better if you have the bit that you want to stay on this when you finish cutting it in that way, because the clamps on this block. So basically these are now moving a little bit, which is annoying. Kind of makes it unsteady because of the weight of them, but it's the same cut, don't stress. Jeez, absolutely nerve-wracking. Pretty nice cut, to be fair. Just taking the edge off the top of my forks, as you can see. Pretty chilled. Just filing the rough edge off. Beautiful. All done. Just greasing the steer tube up a bit. All the way round, just because why not? I don't think it matters that much because it's in a bear and that moves anyway, but sometimes you just don't want the creaking noise if it's not lubricated well. Oh yes. I'm going to put the chrome spacer on, and the reason why is because it's going to match the TRPs. If I don't like it, I'm going to swap it at a later date. But I think it's quite nice. I think it kind of throws the purple off pretty nice. What are your thoughts? Hyped. We are going to be going for the install. Let's see how we got on. As you can see, the top of the forks just protrudes a tiny bit. And for that, we're going to put a nice slim chrome spacer on the top, like so. Nice. With a fresh top cap. So I tightened my forks up and my forks were super stiff. And you're all probably seen this before I seen it, but I didn't put the race on off my old forks. So the reason why, it's basically super stiff because the bottom of the forks are pressing on the frame. So I've got to take it all off. I've got to get the race off that one, the race on this one. Be right back. The race is installed, as you can see. That's now going to space the forks off the frame correctly. So amateur. I'll be right back in a second when it's all on and running smooth. Stay tuned. I'm going to take the bike out, stand over it. Oh my god. The Fox 38 Kashima are installed and they look excellent. What a setup. Nice and smooth. It's a big bike, the e-bike. Absolutely love it. Look at that. I actually reckon the chrome sets it off nice. Breaks it up a tiny bit. What a bike. Customization at its pinnacle. At the top of its game. We have chrome TRP front brake, as you can see, ready for install. Should still be working, let's see. It's got trail, turbo, trail, eco, and then it's got, if it's in eco, a shortcut straight to turbo. This goes on here, like so. This is like, the concept of this is you can just hit it with your thumb as you're riding. I'm going to have that. I'm going to have my dropper post before that. So I'm going to get my dropper remote. Stay tuned. We have got the RockShox Reverb Axis. I think it's a SRAM Axis RockShox wireless dropper remote. Doing a seat post over there somewhere. And basically I'm putting that on first because I think there's no need to have that so tight to the... I probably use the turbo mode and stuff a lot more than the wireless dropper. But if you look at that, they actually kind of sit hand in hand with each other like that. So obviously you've got the wireless dropper remote right underneath the controls of the machine. It's working. There's a ghost. There's a ghost in here. Seems responsive actually. That's good. TRP front brake. Oh yes, look at that. They need a bit of a clean up, but for now, TRP's on an e-bike. What could go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? Okay, I've pre-anticipated the distance that I need all this to be. Okay, there we go. And the big question is, does the chrome on the levers tie in well with the chrome on the spacers? I think it does. I think it looks proper mean. QM26 post-mount 203 Magura spacer. This is going to space me brand new 203 discs off the Fox 38 fork legs. It's quite confusing. I feel like if you're not a mountain biker, there's a lot of parts going on right now, but I think you're going to be impressed when you see this build. The chrome TRP G-Spec front brake is going on right now, and I think that ties in nicely with them spacers and a few other bits and pieces. I am a little bit nervous, however, because I did get a comment saying basically on my new brake rotors they're like 2 mil thick or something. I think they're like 2.3 mil thick, so 203 rotor, 2.3 mil thickness, and somebody suggested that I couldn't run these on these calipers, but this was in a comment. Somebody said in a previous video that these aren't going to work because they're too thick, but I did ask a friend of mine who's a mechanic and he said it shouldn't matter, so only time will tell whether that is the truth or not, but I'm just going to try it now. And at a worst case, basically I'm probably going to have to rob my old discs off the transition. Okay, so front wheel is coming out and it is time to load the TRP E23 rotor on. These are beasts, but before I do that I'm going to put some gloves on. Here we go. Beautiful. That is a beast. Look at that. Question is, will it fit in? And it does. Nicely. That's sick. Okay, coming in hot with the last bolt on the disc build. Nice, I've gone for chrome bolts just to keep the chrome alive on the TRP G-Spec in chrome with the TRP G-Spec chrome caliper. I'm hoping that it all ties the chrome in on the build. We will see. Now, let's see if this fits in the disc real quick. Okay, looks pretty promising so far. I'm actually hoping, that it like stiffens up the bite on my brake as well. I actually run my brakes pretty far out. Like on these adjustable levers, I run my brakes pretty open, so they just touch. I'm not like a lot of downhill riders, to be fair. Because I don't race, I just kind of flow about and stuff. I'm not overly bothered about like the performance of my brakes. As long as they work, I prefer them to feel like a BMX brake, like a really sharp bite. And yeah, I know that not a lot of other riders that I ride with ride them like that. So for me, I'm hoping that oh my god. We have got a tiny bit of scrub, but I think it's just residue on the disc because it is spinning. Oh my god. That is a good looking disc as well, look at that. Oh my god. What the hell. Big thick disc. Look at that. The e-bike is a beast. This thing is coming off the caliper, by the way. I've basically run all my cables here, ready for my brake cable. My rear wheel sensor is in. So that's good news. Everything's dialed. I've got a few bits to go. Oh God. We've got mineral oil kicking off. Basically, I was going to put my rear disc on today, but I'm not putting my rear disc anywhere near this rear caliper until it's bled and sealed. I think I'd be crazy to do that, so I'm not doing that, basically. Routing this a second. I've never actually done a banjo before, and this is also a Shimano one. Screwed on, ready for a brake bleed, and right there, it is sealed. Okay, as you can see, I did warn you it was going to look insane with the chrome brakes. And yes, I was right, it does look insane with the chrome brakes. Now, basically, oh, I forgot to screw the battery in. Unbelievable. This is pretty much the second to last thing that I'm putting on the Specialized KENEVO build in today's video. I'm pretty happy with how far I've brought the build along today. I would like to have seen it fully completed build, but I feel a million times closer now in today's video. So the rear wheel is on. I've not put my new rear disc on because I'm not going to dare touch that until this brake's completely bled. Basically, I'm going to put a block in it, fully bleed it, put new pads in it, then put me then put me disc on. So pretty much, I'm not even going to think about using that yet. Got, obviously, this is like a shim that goes on the reverb seat post, and the reason why is because the Specialized KENEVO has a wider seat post diameter than a lot of my other bikes. So basically, I'm just putting this on so that it's the same thickness as the bike. Just a little shim, and then the reverb will come to life. The seat and seat post is installed using the little shim, and now the Specialized KENEVO has a wireless dropper post. Nothing but amazing things to say about the reverb seat post. So good. Wireless seat post, battery at the front rather than at the back. The reason why is because I run my seat pretty slammed, and on the e-bike basically I have it even lower than this. I just haven't done it right now, but I don't want the battery to scrub. I spoke to a couple of riders and they said they've knocked their battery off a couple of times, and you get quite a lot of spray as well. I just think it makes more sense to have it at the front. This is my 11-speed SRAM shifter, but I need a clamp for the handlebar because at the moment this one is screwed into my old brake lever. So I need an external clamp which is going to go in between the lever and the grip so I can shift there. On order, I've got a brand new SRAM GX 11-speed rear derailleur because the clutch went on this one. So basically it was just slapping me frame loads. So basically, long story short, I need a new SRAM GX derailleur. So that is on the way. It's been ordered and it comes tomorrow. So I need 3 things to complete this bike: finish me gears, bleed me brake, and install me rear disc once the brake's bled. And then the Specialized KENEVO is back up and running. Can't wait to ride this thing again, honestly. The cranks are not working. Oh no, walk assist. So the motor is fully working, back up and running, pretty responsive. This button's walk assist, where basically it pushes your bike for you up a hill. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm really over the moon that the bike's fully built, back up and running. I would say right now it's about 90% complete, which I'm totally happy with. It's come way further than I thought it was ever going to come. That is going to be the end of today's video. Until next time, I'm hoping in the next video I can just show you the bike finished, fully built, and see how we get on. Maybe I'll film putting the derailleur, the brake, a few other bits, but brakes and gears can be an absolute headache, so we'll see what the next video ends up being. I wanted to say thanks for watching the video, thanks for the support on OWNA. It's crazy, I'm loving doing the brand, it's literally so sick. Thanks so much for the support. We've got new shorts out, like mesh basketball shorts, Massive variety of different colour hoodies, jumpers, joggers and jackets. Make sure you go and check that out. Don't forget, we've got a crazy deal. You get a free t-shirt or a free jersey with every single one of them products. So all you've got to do, if you order a hoodie or a pair of shorts, add your free t-shirt or your free jersey to your basket and it'll deduct to $0 on checkout for your own choice of garment. Apologies for the rain. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.